Hello. This is a video called How to Add, Divide, Subtract, and Multiply Fractions and Decimals. How to add, divide, subtract, and multiply fractions and decimals with Jerry. First, I'm going to teach you how to subtract and add fractions. Our sample problems are 3/4 plus 2/8 and 3/4 minus 2/8. First, you make sure the denominators are the same. You do it instead of 3/4, it would be 6/8. So the denominator is both 8. Way you can do this is get the same denominator, or is find a product both of the denominators can make, and make that your denominator. Then you simplify by dividing the denominator and numerator by the same number until they can't anymore. One way to do this is with a tape diagram.
What's a tape diagram?
Have you ever seen one of these? That's a tape diagram.
Okay!
Say your denominators are 4 and 8, which is what we have on our base problem. So we go into here. Boom! Now we got our denominators in there. Then first thing you do is ask yourself, can the denominator that is smaller, in this case it's 4, be multiplied by the bigger denominator, 8? My favorite way to do this is to divide the bigger denominator, 8, divided by the smaller denominator, 4, equals the number you need to multiply the numerator and denominator of the number with the lower denominator, which is 2. The fraction, so 8 divided by 4 equals 2. That's a simplified problem. And the fraction will be the lowest denominator would be 3/4. And if you were multiplied it by 2, it would be 6/8. The way you do this is you multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same number. So 2 times 3 equals 6, and 2 times 4 equals 8. Another way you can do it is if the bigger denominator divided by the smaller denominator is a number with a decimal, don't use it. So the other way to do it is to multiply the numbers by each other. So it would be, that's our sample problem right here. So we would multiply 4 times 8, which are the denominators, equals 32, and 8 times 4 equals 32. So each one of the denominators would be the same, which is 32. Divided by 4 would be 8, which is the bigger denominator. So you just gotta simplify 32 till it can't be simplified anymore. Okay? You got that? One thing I forgot to put in this was you also multiply these. So each one of these would be 6. Wait, what? I don't get myself right now. So yeah, then you just divide the denominator until it is koosh. Good. Wait. You just keep the numerator the same. So 6/8 plus 2/8. Now we're where we need to be with these two, with the denominators are the same. Then you add or subtract 6 plus 2 equals 8, or 6 minus 2 equals 4. So it would be numerator plus numerator and denominator plus denominator. Wait, no, you don't add you don't add or subtract the denominator. Because then it would just be 8 over 0. Which would be 0. Or 1, because the numerator and the denominator are the same. 8/8. And then 6/8 minus 2/8 equals 4/8. Or 2/4 and 1/2 if you simplify using this simplify strategy. What? Oh. Ha! I spelled it wrong! Oh, I'm so cringy. To multiply fractions is a whole lot easier. First you multiply the numerator by the other numerator, and then you multiply the denominator by the other denominator. An example is 2, so it would be 2/4 and 3/6 is the best way I could display it. Don't sue me. And 2 times 3 equals 6, and 4 times 6 equals 24. So it would be 6/24. Now we can go to dividing. And a way you could simplify this is you could simplify by dividing by 6. So it'd be, 6 divided by 6 is 1. And 24 divided by 6 is 4. So it'd be 1/4.
Whoa! That was almost too fast!
I know, Jerry. Dividing is a little harder than multiplying, but almost it is the exact same. So first you flip the second fraction, then turn the division symbol into a jeez. Multiplication symbol and multiply. I spelled this wrong. So 6/4 divide by 4/8 to 2/4 and 8 times 8/4, because you just flip these two and turn this into a multiplication symbol, equals 16/16, or 1 because the numerator and the denominator are the same.
Wow, that was nice! Only one scene!
Now time for decimals, my people. Now it's time for decimals, my people. Now we start with adding and subtracting. First line up the decimal and add subtract, and first line up the decimal, then add subtract and /subtract, like so. So, oh yeah, this is decimals. Duh! I forgot. Is this too loud? I don't know. So it'd be 3. So it'd be 0 plus 4 equals 4. 3 plus 5 equals 8. And 3 plus 4 equals 7. And you drag down the decimal. Same thing here. 3 minus 2 equals 1. 6 minus 4 equals 3. And 5 minus 3 equals 2. Carry down the decimal.
Whoa, that was only one scene!
Again. Yeah, Jerry, be quiet. Finally, multiplication. First use lattice and put the decimal between the numbers it was between. Okay. First you use lattice and put the decimal between the numbers it was between. Oh yeah, basically you would put the decimal along the lines. You just do it like normally. Then drag the decimals and add it. So, let me just now pop. Need to make this bigger. There. And you just carry this tiny little decimal. Goes down from the line the decimal is lined up with to the line the other decimal is lined up with. Then you go down the diagonal line. So it'd be 19 and 84 hundredths. Oh man, I need to stop doing that. Now to dividing. This is a harder to strap in. There's 2 different scenarios I want to teach you. So if you're dividing, for an example, 23.4 divided by 11.7. You need to carry the decimal to the place ace value right above it, like so. Okay, so just, I'll take this arrow. Bop, 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 bop. Boop. There. That would go exactly up. Also, you need to move the decimal how many spaces you need for it to not bother you. But you need to move all the decimals for all the numbers. This one has to have no decimals. It has to be one whole number. So, if you move this one, so it'd be just 117, you would have to move this decimal. So it'd be right here. Do you move this decimal? Yes, you do. You move it. So it is right there. And then you solve. Basically, you divide 117 divided by 234. So that would be, yeah, I remember this one. It's 2. There. Credits. Adding fractions, me. Subtracting fractions, me. Multiplying fractions, me. Dividing fractions, me. Adding decimals, me. Subtracting decimals, me. Multiplying decimals, me. Dividing decimals, me. So these are just the credits, so my teacher can see.
Is that all? Well, that's so cool. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe.
Yeah, Jerry. Goodbye, guys. 3, 2, 1, Ayayomanite, out.